Sweat?
Cállate, papi, you still have sweat. You can't see it over here. So, yeah.
Fellas, I know that you know that there are beautiful, educated, professional Dominicanas in La Capital, Santo Domingo. But did you know that there are beautiful, educated, professional Dominicanas that habla inglés? I knew. I got me one. What up, what up, what up? What's happening? Que lo que, mi gente? Welcome to Love, Purpose, and Passports. Hope all is well, passport ready, or passport getting ready. I am Mr. Pro for you, and back by popular demand, my ride or die, the other half of this Bonnie and Clyde thing, Mrs. Pro for you, the beautiful Mrs. Pro for you.
Thank you. Hola a todos.
I get hyped when Mrs. Pro is in the house. When it's just me, well, fellas, you know, when you get that passport stamped and that foreign femininity, when you experience that for the first time, but Miss Pro is in the house, what's happening? So how you doing today, Miss Pro?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Pro.
You looking rather fine, fit, and feminine.
Thank you, sir.
You know, we want to trigger that algorithm. Fine, fit, feminine.
Algorithm.
Foreign femininity's finest. You know, let's start something around here. You know about that foreign femininity. Fellas, PSA announcement. A passport service announcement. Get your passport, fellas. You want something fine, fit, and feminine. Is your mama fine, fit, and feminine?
Passport service announcement.
Get that passport, fellas. So, fellas, the lovely Mrs. Pro is going to tell us about these lovely ladies that habla inglés. She had an opportunity to talk to some ladies about some of the things they do, some of the ladies that speak English, and they told us about where they hang out. They told us about the dating sites. They told us about all of that. But what she's going to do is give you a little history of how they began to speak English and where the English came from. I mean, they didn't just go take English classes on, themselves. And it wasn't just the ladies that learned English, but Miss Pro going to give you an interesting history of where they learn English and how the English, it's a program and how it began here.
Hi. We have a program in the DR called the English Immersion Program. It's Inglés por Inmersión. And the program was created in 2005. The purpose of the program was to teach foreign languages to high school students and university students. The purpose of that program was to, I guess, raise the participants' level of university education, to raise the competitiveness in the labor market, and to attract foreign companies to come into the DR and invest, right? Companies all speak English. They need people to come over here and do the outsourcing, nearshore jobs in the DR. Under the coordination of the MESIT, which is basically the Ministry of Higher Education and so on and so forth. The free program is taught throughout universities, centers, and institutes known for teaching English as a second language or a foreign language. Since the start of the program, 175,000 people have graduated from the program. So imagine how many people are already in the country speaking that level of English. Once the participants complete the program, they have developed skills to enter bilingual or all English speaking labor force. Basically, the program is geared towards people in the university, geared towards high school students. You have to be about, between 18 and 35 to take the program. And the program is completely free. It lasts about a year. So it takes you about a complete year for you to come out with a really high level of English. So that's how we have so many people in the capital and around the country speaking English.
Okay. That's very, very interesting. And fellas, as you see, this is why my Spanish sucks, because when wifey get to talking, that's that English. She speak that inglés, habla inglés.
Sure.
That communication barrier is important. It's important to be able to get past that. No, I'm not saying if a young lady doesn't speak the language, brother, where there's a will, there's a way. Brother gonna make it happen. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. But when they habla inglés, that's, that makes it a lot easier. So yeah, we had a little technical difficulty right then. I was saying something about it being easy or hard. Listen, relationship is a relationship. Every relationship comes with its obstacles. Mm-hmm. And when we talk about being able to meet someone that speaks English, look, the relationship is going to be that, but it takes away some of the obstacles, because when that communication barrier is when you're able to get past that, now you can talk and she's going to talk back. The ladies that the beautiful Mrs. Pro talked to, and these ladies habla English, and they were humble enough to share the information, of where they hang out and the things that they do. So they told us about some of the dating sites they use. And fellas, I know that most of you guys are aware of Tinder, but there's a few other sites that they're aware of, that they told us about. And the good thing about the websites is you can do numbers. And when you're able to do numbers, it makes it easier to find what you're looking for.
What is numbers?
But meaning that individually, how many women can they meet in person? But online, they can meet. Oh. Fellas, it won't be searching for a needle in a haystack online. It'll be searching for hay in a haystack. So the good thing about that is, or how should I put it? The best thing is when you going to do this online thing, it's best to know what you're looking for. Because if you know what you're looking for ahead of time, then you're able to sort through this, because they're gonna come at you. And it's gonna be a lot and you can't get distracted. But what we're gonna do is Miss Pro is gonna read through some of the websites, and we'll have a little short clip going while she's reading the websites, and you can see what some of these sites are. So
hi.
Yes, there you go, Miss Pro.
So some of the dating apps are Adult Friend Finder, Badoo, Meetup, Bumble, Tinder.
So fellas, that was the websites. And as I said, the websites are a beautiful thing. We met on what, shout out to Dominican Cupid. See, that wasn't on the list. I was waiting for them to mention that, but we'll add that to the list, Dominican Cupid, because we got the receipts. I don't know if it's the same, because I've been out the game for a minute, so I couldn't tell you.
So cute. Oh my love.
But there's one caveat to this, fellas. When you start meeting the young ladies, and if you haven't come yet, it's best. So let me put it like this. I know you heard of the hoe phase, but have you heard of the O phase? You know what that is, fellas? You know what the O phase is? You heard of O phase?
No, what's an O? O, like the letter O?
The O phase. So, fellas, if you have not gone through the O phase, here's the O phase. Oh, 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 oh,
that's what the O phase means.
oh.
Is the language barrier causing communication problems or misunderstandings in your relationship? Are there specific things you need to tell her about who you are as a man? Do you have important details or plans you need explained? Well, guess what? We can help. At Pro Interpreter for You, we provide you with the bridge of communication you need to express yourself en español. Contact us now.
Fellas, if you ain't went through the O phase yet, take your time. Take your first trip, come and get it out your system. See? Because if you ain't went through that O phase yet, ain't no need to be looking for no one. Ain't no need to be looking for a significant other, because you're gonna be riding on emotion and you ain't gonna find nothing on emotion. So come through. Get it out your system. You know, 1 trip, 2 trip, you know, however many it takes, fellas. But when you go through your O phase, and this is for the fellas that, you know, look, listen, I'm not a youngster, and a lot of you brothers that are watching this are not youngsters. And you know, if you getting that passport stamped and coming out into the world looking for a significant other, okay? You know if you are. There's a lot of shame attached to it, a lot of brothers making noise. This ain't the place for that. This is where you come to talk about, we're gonna talk about long distance relationships. We're gonna have a series about long distance relationships, because I don't think there's anywhere else you can go that will tell you you can make this long distance relationship work.
We did.
We did it. So we have that coming. But back to this O phase. Get it out the way, fellas. But I'm gonna tell you, don't get lost in the sauce. Rock with this, you know, getting that sauce, you know, indulge. But don't get lost in it. And once you got that out your system, now you ready to start looking for something quality.
Oh boy.
So yeah, fellas. So this internet thing, this is gonna get you situated. I think they have a word for it, and I think they call it pipelining, but it's a different group of brothers that's calling it pipelining, you know. But you can get it together before you get here and start kind of working your way through, looking for what you're looking for. But let me tell y'all this, fellas. Before I moved here, I was the DR ambassador. I'd be at work or wherever I'm at. I'm recruiting. I'm getting brothers ready and getting them situated. Brother, you got your passport, get it. This is what's happening. This is what's happening. So I have brothers at work, a group of brothers together, you know, and next thing I got them meeting up like we selling Avon or something. We gonna have we meeting up to have a little group session and everything, you know, and I'm telling them about, you know, the benefits of this and everything.
Avon.
And so I would get brothers together, and you know, next thing you know, we meeting up at a bar or something. Got about 4 or 5 brothers together that got their passports, got them to get their passports, and now we lining up a trip. And if I can't go, most likely I'm sending them with a homie that's getting ready to go, and they're getting their trips together, whatever. And part of that, and mind you, this is 10 years back.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for 10 years.
Yeah.
So there was no YouTube videos giving you play-by-play and instructions on how to do this. So part of the package was set up your online profile. I set brothers up, show them Dominican Cupid. Get on Dominican Cupid. There was no Tinder and all that back then. Get on Cupid. Tell brothers get that ready first. Now you can start meeting some young ladies and start seeing what it looks like, seeing the sites, seeing what's available, and start getting your mind right. So, I tell brothers do that, and now, a couple of days go by, I check with a brother. Man, you set up your profile? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, let me see it. I look at the brother's profile. He ain't got no picture on the profile. Man, what you doing? Man, if you don't put a picture on that profile, come on, man. You get right. So he said, you going to put a picture on there. Next day come, you got your profile? He's like, yeah, let me see it. Look at the profile. Bruh, you don't even look interested in yourself. I know that I told you that, yeah, you're going to get right and it's going to be, but brother, if you don't get you a picture, you got a motorcycle. Take a picture on your motorcycle, man. Take a picture on something. The point is, brothers, you can't assume that everybody knows, how to do this online thing, especially if you're not a youngster. Get your pictures together and look interesting. How I did it, I have a picture with my shirt. One picture was my shirt and tie with my glasses, looking very studious and professional.
I love that picture. That's my favorite picture. I said he looked like a little college student. He looked so innocent and adorable. I loved it.
Wolf in sheep's clothing. The next picture, like I had 3 pictures. That, then the next picture, I was on Swizzo back then, the things was right. So I have like a wife beater, a tank top on for the next picture. So when they flip it, it's like, oh.
Swizzo.
I was on Swizzo. You know. She know. So yeah. And then the third picture, it'd be a third picture, full body, behind with a nice background. Make it a nice background, fellas. You know what I'm saying? Like, you may not, being on Swizzo may not be one of your qualities. Look interesting reading a book somewhere in the park or something. A nice restaurant, something that looks, a nice picture dressed nice, a nice picture that looks, like you are kind of exciting, like you excited. You can read a book exciting, like if you're looking for a bookworm. Just get your background right. And then another picture somewhere, it might be some of your, some people in the back, something interesting. Put your best foot forward, fellas, and it's not selling a dream. It's gift wrapping yourself. You know what a gift is when you gift wrap it? It's a mysterious piece of excitement.
Oh.
Like that.
Nice.
Gift wrap yourself,
like
fellas.
that.
When you get right online, put your best foot forward. Don't just throw anything up there looking like a big-headed, uninteresting shape.
A mysterious
Get right.
piece of excitement. I like that.
I have a question, beautiful lady of mine. C.
Okay.
So I spoke about, taking the pictures and, I was on Swole and all that back then. I still got a little something. I had a little something, you know what I'm saying? But, I was right back then. But let's just say.
Right.
Was I right?
You're gorgeous. You're still gorgeous.
Right. Y'all hear that right? I'm still, I'm still gosh, I'm still doing a little something. See? Get that passport. You ain't had no passport, you would have asked that. She would have said, you used to be on Swole. What happened? So what I was asking was, say a brother like being on Swole or being physically fit is not one of his qualities, right?
Okay.
And not rich, but a good dude. So do you think that he would still be able to come here and find something that he can put on his arm that will look nice and he's going to be happy with. And even more than that, something that will be attracted to him. He'll be able to attract what he's looking for. What do you think about that?
Of course. We don't focus that much on that. Not that you're not gorgeous, you're gorgeous. But we don't focus that much on like that. Like what's attractive to us, what's really, really attractive to us is men that act like men. They talk like men, they walk like men. Everything they do is manly. When men interact with men, they have their own little style and soul and aura and oh Lord. It's just men being men. That's what we like.
Look like you way over there. I mean, what's going on? You like trying to get out the camera?
I'm camera shy.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm camera shy.
They say they like, men to be men. Get your ass over here. She like it, see? Be yourself. You ain't gotta have no game. It's not about game. Just be yourself and get here. Everything else will take care of itself.
Yeah.
Know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
You understand? Because if you don't know what you're looking for, you are gonna get lost in the sauce. And fellas, like, you can get lost in the sauce and you won't even know it because you're going to be in, don't get me wrong, you're going to enjoy the sauce.
What?
Everybody enjoys the sauce. It just, at some point you wake up and be like, what happened? And then all the brothers laugh, see, they go, see. Look, you can get right, fellas. You can find what you're looking for. I forgot what I was going to say. Okay. Don't get lost in the sauce, fellas. You are here, inside that you're not here for that sauce.
That was cool.
That's not what I wanted to say. Anyway, lost in the sauce. We want you to have quality experiences, right? And so you cannot have, and this is what I was talking about getting lost in the sauce. I mean, you will be sticking and moving, and you don't even know that it's on, and you've been, you just out there. But reel it back in and get back to what you came for. You're looking for something quality. And if you gotta hide your passport, you gotta hide your drinks because you're afraid you might get drugged. How are you gonna have quality? How you gonna have quality situations? How you gonna have quality experiences when you gotta keep looking over your shoulder and hiding everything and watching your back every minute? That you in the hood when you gotta do that. How you gonna enjoy the beautiful beaches? How you gonna enjoy the beautiful villas? How you gonna enjoy the beautiful island? How you gonna enjoy the beautiful ambiance when you have someone with you that you gotta watch your back every minute? You gotta roll up your money in your pants, put it in the safe, and write down the code and send it somewhere to make sure that nothing happens. Come on, man. I mean, it's cool if that's how you want to live, that's fine. But I'm just saying, there's another way to do this. You're trying to enjoy this. You're trying to be outside the matrix where you letting all that stress and all that, watching your back every minute, every hour, you're trying to put that behind you. Yeah. That's why you got to meet good women. You got to meet regular women. Because when you are in that other circle, yeah, they're gonna be mobbing you. But it's just like celebrities. When they get mobbed by women, how many of them are quality? They know all the women begging for them and coming at them, but how many of them are really quality? None. So This is what we're trying to get. We're trying to position you to be able to, really, really get this experience, and all it has to offer. Next, we're getting to the good part. It's kind of the good part. Fellas, they told us the clubs that they hang out at. Mm-hmm. You're going to like it. But I'm going to tell you this, fellas. I don't care if they hang out there. Do not go there looking for no wives at none of these clubs. Do not look for nothing. Go there and get what it has to offer. Do not. I don't care what they said. We ain't asking where they go to look for husbands. We just asked them where some of them hang out. And these are the ones that habla inglés, that speak English. Okay? And I'm also, fellas, I'm going to tell you, this is a Latin country. They are not just sitting around in groups speaking English. Right?
Right.
They've been speaking English at work all day. So they ain't sitting around in spots speaking English waiting on you to come through and pull up. So fellas, at least hit, when you get to these clubs, you fall in there, hit them with something like the, que es su nombre? No. Mi español no es tan bueno, pero por ti lo intentaré. Pienso que eres muy hermosa.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Hit it with something, fellas. Hit them with
Works.
it. Quiero conocerte mejor.
Oh.
Quiero conocerte mejor.
Ooh.
¿Está bien?
Está muy bien.
Fellas, and if your situation unfold like mine, she gonna hit you with the English subtitles, and you gonna be like, this fine motherfucker speak English better than me. It's on. We about to do this in complete sentences, spelling, with punctuation. It's on. Sounding beautiful? Nah, fellas. These are the clubs. And we're going to post this video. We're going to post the segment with the clubs. We're going to post that separately so that when you come to the Capitol, you can reference that. That can be your go-to because, fellas, you're going to like it. You're going to be able to see where these clubs are located. You're going to see what the clubs, what's falling through. And you're going to say, okay, I want to go to this one tonight. I want to go to this one the next night, this one and that one. And just like I said, fellas, don't fall in love with nothing there. Meet something somewhere else. And if you want to take her, you do that if you want to. But just go there and see what's happening and, see, because this is what they said. And before we forget, like and subscribe. Enjoy the videos, fellas. Okay, I think that's it.